Let's talk about how to end the fear of other people's opinions. We often refer to it as FOPO. We know FOMO is fear of missing out. FOPO is the fear of other people's opinions. And in modern day society, FOPO has got a grip on so many of us. It's like a chokehold on many of us to the point where we often don't live to our potential because we're fearful of what other people may think. We have that fear of being judged. We have that fear of ridicule, humiliation, embarrassment, okay? When we think about fear is usually based on the fact that we have these lower vibe emotions that we don't want to experience. The guilt, humiliation, fear, embarrassment, things along those lines. And so usually the fear that kind of protects us from experiencing those emotions can be paralyzing to the point where even when I considered starting this YouTube channel, I'm like, well, what if? And you go through this whole what if scenario. What if I screw up? What if no one likes my videos? What if they don't get the comments I like? What if I don't get any subscribers? Do you know what it was like to do a video and post it and you finally have like 7 subscribers and you have like 4 views? It's something that you really have to be strong with because as a beginning YouTuber, it's very taxing on your mind and it really tests your ability to overcome FOPO. So when we talk about FOPO, the fear of other people's opinions, there's a couple things to consider. One, we got to talk about why it's so important to us. Now, the reason why we fear other people's opinions is very simple. And if you've watched a lot of my videos, you'll realize that a lot of what I feel guides our behaviors and the decisions we make and the way we act and feel goes back to our lizard brain. And when we think about back in the day when you were a tribe member, trying to fit in, because if you didn't, you could die or starve or get eaten by a T-Rex. Having that sense of community was very important to your survival. And as you know, your limbic brain and your brain in general, its number one goal is to keep you alive and to make you survive and procreate, right? So when we go back to that time when you were a Neanderthal, there's been many, many years where if you didn't fit into a tribe or you did not achieve or help contribute overall to that group of the tribe that you're in, then why would they have you? Because you're just using resources. And if I've got to feed you and give you my resources, you sure as heck better be contributing, because if not, I could die, my family members could die. Like, there were very serious consequences. Now, oftentimes, society has evolved very quickly. Technology has evolved extremely quickly. However, that part of our brain has not kept up with the pace of our growth. And so oftentimes when you find yourself struggling, really think about that Neanderthal brain or that lizard brain, and you'll start to realize why we have certain fears that we do. And that fear of judgment is certainly one of them. Now, I couldn't have a discussion on FOPO without kind of talking, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but social media. Think about social media. How many followers do you have? How many likes do you have? I remember I had an Instagram channel or an Instagram profile, and when I got to like 68,000 followers, it was people DMing me, people thinking I was here when it's like, I'm the same person I was with 8 followers. Why are so many people treating me differently here at 68,000 when nobody wanted to hear anything I had to say when I had 100, 200, even 1,000 followers? And it's very interesting how on social media, it's almost like your social value is based on the likes and the followers, but it's ridiculous. Because what really should matter is what's your character, right? Like, who are you as a person? Are you contributing to the universe, or are you taking away from the universe? Are you a giving person, or are you one who takes? And so oftentimes, social media really trains our brains to respect other people's opinions, arguably too much. If we post something, think about it. Have you not been guilty of this? You post something, maybe on the edge of being a little bit controversial, and then what ends up happening is there's that one person that says something. Now, even if 29 or 100 people said, oh yeah, this is great, you're right, I support you, thank you for this message, you really inspired me. That one person Why is it that it's that one person out of 100, 1%, that says one wrong thing or states their opinion, and then all of a sudden you take it personally? And so that's just human nature. And so you can't fight human nature, but what you can do is devise a better strategy as to how you respond to these circumstances. Now, one thing I've noticed, because I've actually explored this because it was a hot topic for me for quite some time, when we talk about like trolls and other people's opinions that weren't supportive or weren't kind, one thing I realized, and it was insanely powerful and it was insanely consistent on how often I saw this, which was I'd go to the profile of these people and I'd be like, let's take a look. Let's see who this complainer is, this keyboard warrior is. And what you would find 99 out of 100 times is one, the profile photo, no picture of the person. 99% of the time, no picture of the person. Then when you start to look through the profile, no photos of the person. This person, as far as you know, could be 90 years old, could be 8, could be 10. You don't even know anything about this person. So if someone's not willing to put themselves out on social media, but yet they're coming at you for doing that, and they can't do it themselves, what they're doing is called projection. They're projecting their personal issues onto you. And that's how they deal with the pain of themselves dealing with the fear of judgment, embarrassment, humiliation, guilt, shame, things like that. So projection is almost always the culprit behind when you see people come at you and attack you. Take a moment next time someone attacks you and go to their profile if it's on social media. And if it's not on social media, think about the person who's attacking you, because most of the time, it's a reflection of who they are internally and the struggles they have internally in their mind and their heart. They're struggling so much that they just feel better by releasing out and projecting onto you what issues they struggle with. And so when you think about the fear of other people's opinions, you have to be very aware of the harsh and aggressive opinions that you kind of take too personally. You got to go to the source. And you gotta, one way to kind of dampen it or kind of put some water on the fire of the way that you've reacted to that person's opinion is really to take a look at who they are. And I find that empathy, and this is a hard place to get to, but if you work at it, you can get there. I empathize instead for the person. Instead of criticize, react, get fired up, get angry, get frustrated, I don't even respond. And what's crazy is all they're sometimes craving is just attention. And so who are the people that we respond to? They're the ones. So we don't say thank you to the one that said, oh, you changed my life. Or just, oh, we'll give them a like. We'll give them a heart. We'll give them a praise symbol. Okay? No, we never seem to thank those people as much as we should. However, we have this long, response on social media to someone who attacks us. These are not the people you want to engage with. Choose your boundaries. Like, we don't have enough boundaries in life anymore. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to. I do mental coaching for professional athletes as well as some amateur athletes. And I can't tell you how often boundaries are never set. The boundaries of what are you going to allow another human being to say or do to you until you have like, hey, you crossed the line. Like, I'm done. Like, I have a boundary. You crossed it. We're done. This isn't a negotiation. This isn't a discussion. This isn't a me giving you a free pass. And don't tell me you're sorry, because you're not, okay? You're not. You're not sorry. You got to have boundaries, okay? When you set these boundaries, it's empowering. It's empowering. But sometimes we don't have boundaries and let people walk all over us. And so we have this fear of other people's opinions, and we even have fear of setting boundaries. Boundaries are important. They're for you. And there also should be very clear to the other person, like, hey, this is what I will not tolerate. And you know what the funny thing is? I can't tell you how many times I have personally set boundaries, or I've witnessed other people set boundaries, and sometimes even boundaries that I've crossed myself, and I've made a mistake. And when I cross that boundary and I feel and recognize the way that this person responds, and they respond by saying, hey, listen, I'm not going to tolerate this. the number one thing that happens, my response, is not frustration. It's usually either fear or more so embarrassment of the fact that I crossed this boundary and I should have known better. But more importantly, I kind of put them up on a pedestal. I say, wow, this person's got a backbone. They're strong. They know what they want. They are not going to tolerate this. I like that. I respect that person. So let's bring it back to fear of other people's opinions. So one of the things you've got to think about when you fear other people's opinions is, what is it you're really fearing? Like, what is the fear? And the fear is that they're not going to be in agreement or alignment with who you are, okay? Or what you think, or how you share, or what you like. You know, it could be, hey, look, I love this new dress I found. It's aggressive, it's funky, it's different, but hey, I'm going for it. If someone else doesn't like your dress, come on, we don't dress the same. We don't all like the same ice cream. Someone likes vanilla, someone likes chocolate. Should we argue over which is better? Or can we just get to a point where you say, you know what? That's cool you like vanilla. I respect that. I like chocolate. Fine. Let's go for a walk. Let's hang out. Let's make a YouTube video together. Come on. Why can't we just start to accept other people's differences? Because in reality, that's what makes us great. If there were 100 of me, I'd run. I'd run as fast as I could into the ocean and go underwater for at least 20 to 30 minutes and be done. Because I couldn't handle 100 of me. I wouldn't want to be around 100 of me. I would much rather be around someone who has a completely different philosophy than me, someone who's very unique and interesting, someone who knows everything about orchestra, which I know nothing about, and to hear them explain it to me with this passion and this vigor and this excitement where they can't wait to share their passion with someone who has no idea about what it really means to them and what orchestra or band members, whatever it is, you know, when they share something that's so passionate to them with you, it's a gift. It's a gift. So embrace the differences in others, because to me, it's almost kind of like if you were to watch the same TV show and think about how many of us are miserable and depressed because we live the same day over and over and over again, especially with COVID, right? We're in the middle of this pandemic and we wake up every day. And for many of us that either don't have a job or business is down, you wake up, you walk to the same direction, you go to the same restroom, you do the same thing at the same time, you brush your teeth with the same toothbrush in the same way for probably about the same amount of time. And before you know it, your whole day is the same today as it was yesterday and the day before and the day before that. So when you embrace freshness and newness and something different, it just makes you feel alive. And so with the fear of other people's opinions, you need to really reflect on the fact that who you are as an individual and who you are with your different uniqueness is amazing. That's what draws people to you. The reason why people like you is for who you are. So don't ever be ashamed of that. Be happy about who you are. If you got a mole on your forehead, okay. So now what? Should we go out and get some ice cream? Do you want vanilla or do you want chocolate? Who cares? So you gained 10 pounds. You lost 10 pounds. You have a job. You don't. Who cares? Who cares? At what point do you look in the mirror and say, who I am as a person is what defines my character? Am I giving? Am I caring? Am I grateful? Do I lend a helping hand? Do I check on friends just to see how they're doing? I have one friend I've checked on a couple times who has not even responded to me once, but I'm okay with it. Why? Because I know they're in pain and I know they're struggling. And you know what? Just for them to know that I'm thinking about them is important to me. And that's a reflection of I feel my character. And you know what's funny? Even as I'm saying that just now and I'm telling you that I did something that I'm proud of, you know what's funny? I sensed a little feeling in my stomach, like this little bit of resistance. And you know what it was? FOPO. I'll tell you right now, it was FOPO. It was the fear of your opinion looking at me and being like, oh, so now you're tooting your own horn? Yeah, I did. Toot, toot. Toot, toot. Toot, toot! Why can't you toot your own horn? What's so bad about it? Why can't we toot our own horn? Why can't I say what I'm proud about? Why can't I say how proud I am of how colorful my background is or how beautiful my lighting is? Why can't I? I'm wearing a new shirt. I got it on sale, 50% off. This is brand new. Just pulled out of the bag not even 20 minutes ago. Why can't I be proud of this shirt? Why can't I say I feel sexy? I'm a male. I can't say I feel sexy? Why not? Why can't I? Who's to say? Who are you to judge me, and who am I to judge you? Now, another technique that is very, very important if you want to avoid feeling that fear of other people's opinions is to stop giving your opinions on other people. Do you know that all you're doing when you judge someone else or give your harsh critique on someone else that doesn't come from a good place in your heart, all you're doing is practicing and making it in the front of your mind, you're making this an important focus for you, the fact that other people's opinion, that just judgments in general are okay and they're fine. If you judge others, you're setting yourself up to be judged yourself. If you don't judge others, then you don't really mind as much as when someone else judges you. And who are they to judge? Who are they to judge? Who are they to judge? Oh, well, that's so-and-so. Okay. It doesn't matter. If someone doesn't like me, congratulations. Have a nice day. I don't want everyone to like me. I don't want everyone to like me. I'd rather have a group of solid friends that I can do anything with, that I can call at 2 o'clock in the morning, that will be there by my side. I want good people. I don't want acquaintances. I don't need this. If you guys want acquaintances, go get some. I don't need them. I personally don't need them. Give me your opinion on that. Actually, don't. You know why? Because I don't care what your opinion is. Does that make me evil? Does that make me rude? Does that make me disrespectful? Did I hurt your feelings because I don't care about your opinion? Or should you respect the fact that I just don't want your opinion? And that's my boundary. Could I just have a little respect? Could you just respect another human being that says, hey, listen, I don't really want your opinion. I actually didn't even ask for it. Think about how many times we give someone our opinion who they didn't even ask for it. Don't even give it to them. Hey, what do you think of this? I don't know. What do you think? Because what I find is that whenever someone asks me for my opinion, all they're really asking is for me to validate their opinion. So you know what I do, which is very entertaining to me, is someone says, hey, what do you think about this outfit I'm wearing? Let's just say, for example, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I mean, like, what do you think about it? How does it make you feel? Oh, I just feel so great in it. I feel amazing. I think the material is great. I got a great deal of it. I mean, I'm super excited to wear it. So why am I, if it's a floral pattern I don't like, why am I going to rain or piss on this person's parade? Why rain on someone's parade? If you feel alive wearing a bamboo skirt, wear a bamboo skirt. If you feel alive wearing a hat backwards, to the side, tilted up, tilted down, purple, pink, black, stripe, no stripe, vertical stripe, horizontal stripe, who cares? Who cares? Be you, do you. And it's so funny. And I'll start wrapping this up, but this is just such an important, like, as you can tell, like, this topic really resonates with me because it truly is today. We're in 2021. It is our modern day fear. It is our number one modern day fear, is the fear of other people's opinions. And it was not like that, in my opinion, years ago. This is a trending, unfortunately, fear. And so a lot of times we're always doing whatever we can to conform to everyone else. But before you know it, just everyone starts to seem the same. Everyone says the same thing. Everyone dresses the same. Everyone looks the same. Let's just be different. Dare to be different. Because it's a damn good feeling. Think about Lady Gaga. Whether you like her or not, she dares to be different. You got to respect her. You got to respect her. Even if you're a heavy metal guy. Even if you've got hair down to your butt and you're a male in a Metallica cover band. You got to respect a person who is willing to go out and dress like no one else, look like no one else, and just be herself. Like, it's beautiful. Anyways, so when it's all said and done, always remember, even if you've got to ask someone their opinion, keep it in the family, keep it tight, keep it to the people that truly love and respect you. But Don't fear other people's opinions. Fear, if you want to have something to fear, fear regret. Fear the regret of not being yourself. Fear the regret of not speaking your truth. Fear the regret of not sharing with the world your uniqueness. If you want to fear something, fear regret, because that's a very reasonable regret or fear to have, is the fear of regret. But someone else's opinion, if I don't like you, who am I? If I don't like the color that you're wearing or the outfit you're wearing, who am I? Who am I? Don't give me too much credit because I haven't earned it. I haven't earned enough credit to give you my opinion or for you to value my opinion. Don't give someone too much value for their opinion, especially if it's someone you have no idea who they are. That is the last person that deserves to have value when their opinion is given to you, especially when it comes from an evil place. My name is Dr. Jake Kavanaugh of thevibemindset.com. Check out our website. We've got some great resources on how to just get in touch with your mind and why you think and feel the way you do and how you can basically just change your reality and change your perspective and use your imagination and activate just higher vibe feelings and raise your level of consciousness and raise your vibe and just be happy. But just be aware of who you are and how you think and how you react, how you respond. You know, all too often we just go through life and just let it happen. We live the same day over and over. No, don't replay the record of your past. Like really set out to create that map to your future and focus on not who you have been. A lot of us live our lives today based on who we've been. Live your life today based on who you're becoming. And I'll tell you, just that shift alone will completely change the way you view your day, the way you view your life, and things will be great. I promise you that. If you want to comment below, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, please do. But would love for you to check out some other videos and hey, share this one if you do want to, because we would love to spread the word, because I really, truly believe that this subject is one of the most important ones that we need to discuss. It needs to become a priority in society. We need the media to kind of blast it out. So do your part, share the video, talk about it, make your own video. Let's get this topic out there, FOPO, the fear of other people's opinions. Thank you so much, guys. Check out these other videos. Thanks, guys.